Hello, welcome back to chrysalisdawntarot. I'm Amala Dawn, and I look forward to another reading with you all today. Let's get into it. We're gonna do our beautiful singing bowl just to call in the Most High. And the highest guardian angels of light, love, benevolence, and protection. And calling in the angels of peace. The angels of the future that are helping to guide us into our new earth reality. Beautiful. All right. So, I'm going to start with a card from my personal deck, which is a bit mangled. But at some point, if need be, I will reinscribe. So we went through a water accident. So I actually have another copy, an original, which it's just the writing on it is not so clear. All right, so what does the collective need to know today in the highest good and the highest good of all beings? What's our first card out for the overall energy? Get a sense of what this reading is all about. Oh, a whole bunch of cards just fell. Okay, so we've got how sweet it is. Enjoying a bit of the sweet life will rejuvenate you and your dreams. And then we've got, yeah, it's interesting how there's like two pairs of cards here that say the same thing in a lot of ways. Because the second card out says, caution, waiting will only prolong your misery. It's time to move on from this person or situation. And then the duplicate of that message in a different way is we've got home sweet home. Take a time out to be at home in yourself. Curl up, take a bath, leave your cell phone behind, enjoy your body. You are worth it. Okay. And then the last one here is deception. Intentional or not, someone is being manipulative in this situation. Take care of yourself. Meditate. Seeing this situation more clearly is vital. Okay, so you can see like that twice the message is repeating about the importance of really giving yourself a lot of nurturing, self-care, and self-love right now with the home sweet home card and how sweet it is. So definitely a time for a little bit of like internalization and hermit mode, not going out, and even like blocking out a bit of the external world. And I can say for myself, I've been feeling an energy of like even like just normal things I would engage with online, like kind of wanting to just really be more in my own space. So if you're feeling that, this is just your like permission slip and your confirmation that besides this reading, it's good to spend some time by yourself right now and take care of you, and maybe read a book or meditate or listen to some music you love or some old pictures or something instead of constantly connecting with this like social media and family, friends, etc. and even romantic relationships, right? And then the other part of the message here is about there's somebody in your life that's things need to become clear on where they don't belong, and that's part of why you need to do the self-care to help release this energy And that's what we're going to get into deeper about who really needs to be moved on from here and why, and whether or not this is somebody you're already aware of, or whether or not this is somebody where things are more coming to light. So on the bottom of the deck, we've got bravo. You're about to take center stage. Are you ready to shine your light courageously? What remaining fears are holding you back? So there's something here about something needing to get clear at a deeper, basically this deeper level of self-love and nurturing is going to help you get more clear on something in your life that needs to go, because it's blocking you from really fully coming into yourself and doing what it is you came here to do, which definitely has to do with being at least on some level in the public eye and putting yourself out there in a more significant and confident way. And it could be that there's a specific person that's like holding you back in some respect. So let's get deeper into the energy here, okay? Let's get deeper into the energy. All right. What do you need to know? So, because at this point, you know, it's feeling like this has more to do ultimately about you coming to fully appreciate yourself for who you are and own it, right? And there's some sort of connection here, whether again it's past or present, that's been preventing you from being able to do that. And their last reading was a lot about energy vampires, right? And clearing out vampiric energies. Some of them are like from the way, way past. So that have been blocking you for a long, long time, whether you realized it or not. So let's get deeper. What does the collective need to know? Okay, so first two tarot out are the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got like we've got potential counterparts of sort. You might say that there was a bit of an imbalance in this situation, right? Because the Emperor may have been somebody carrying a masculine energy that maybe potentially was a bit dominant over this Queen of Pentacles, who usually is somebody who's amazing, like who is somebody who is a really like devoted mother, who's very caring, who also is usually quite able to be financially prosperous. She can often be somebody who can juggle work and making income and also taking care of children all at once. And it's you know, the Emperor usually in a positive sense is like a very positive provider that would really appreciate this divine feminine, this Queen of Pentacles. And my nose is like itchy. It's like, so I guess it's because of like some spiritual energy coming through. It's just particularly itchy. But what I feel is we need to kind of dive deeper into this Emperor energy, because there's could be things about this person that have been controlling here that we need to understand better. On the bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Sun. So the context is actually really positive. It's suggesting of something actually being illuminated, potentially from somebody that's a soulmate or somebody from the past, and maybe even somebody that wants to invest. So there's, again, as it's gonna be important to go deeper into cards, because there could be a potential like real divine masculine mate who really wants to be a solid provider and like a solid partner to a divine feminine that wants to invest, but there's someone here on some side that needs to kind of let something go for this reunion of souls to manifest, right? And there's just like, there's so many ways right now that this could be read. Okay, so first card out there, yeah, so 3 of Swords with Knight of Swords on the bottom. Okay, so definitely for us, a good portion of the collective watching this, this Emperor is somebody from your past who wants to now come in and invest and make everything right and happy, who really, really hurt you in the past and was very controlling in the past. And I think that what Spirit is saying is that for some people, like the majority of people watching this, that's their experience, and Spirit's guiding you to move on from this person because it's not necessarily going to be the roses that you think, right? Like we've got under that the Page of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. I feel like they're moving on from their own difficult situation. Potentially the grass was not greener on the other side when they walked away from you. And now they want to come in like really quick with a very unsubstantiated apology that maybe is not entirely honest. So the more you're kind of grounded and in your self-love, the more clearly you're going to be able to assess this situation when they come in. Is what I'm sensing. Okay. So what else do we need to know about this Emperor? What else do we need to know? Yeah, 4 of Swords. And let's get one more. Wow. Okay, that's too many. There's like 7 or 8 cards. What else do we need to know? Yeah, okay. So there's multiple storylines here, okay? Because we've got with the 4 of Swords to clarify this Emperor, we've also got the 9 of Swords, right? So there's also, in some cases, some divine masculine here who themselves needs to take this time out because they are still stuck in their mind because of, and worry and anxiety over a difficult situation that's caused them a lot of heartbreak with another counterpart that needs to close. Like this person, we'll just say karmic feminine, we'll call her that if it is a karmic feminine. It needs to end. Like it's causing a lot. This person is not being honest with them, and that's why they're so confused and all up in their head and not sure what to do, and it's leaving them heartbroken because somebody is manipulating them. And this could be true. Both of these storylines could potentially be true for you with like somebody from your past and somebody that you might be currently connected to and currently dealing with. Yeah, we've got 3 of Cups in the bottom there. So third-party situations all round, right? Like the person from the past was putting you in a third-party situation. They could still be in one. They're not trustworthy. And definitely there's somebody here who's all stressed out because of like, and not knowing what to do here because of like a third-party situation. But with the Chariot under that and the Ace of Pentacles, like the context is kind of getting the clarity and to know how to move forward into a new opportunity, right? So I want to keep going in deeper into this Emperor energy because that's what I'm feeling called to do. So what else do we need to know about where this Emperor is at? What else do we need to know? Okay, King of Swords. Yeah, so, okay. So this person is definitely tends to be more logical, more rational, more thought out in how they deal with things. And so that's why it can be hard for them to process like these difficult emotions that they're experiencing. And they're just been all up in their head and they need a major mental rest. That's why it's saying here, like a lot of these messages are actually for a divine masculine where it says deception, intentional not. Someone is being manipulative in this situation. Take care of yourself. Meditate. seeing the situation more clearly is vital. But I feel that with this King of Swords, this is going to happen. The clarity is coming, and that is leading to this, like, move on with Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You know, you can't make it up. It's really clear. And again, Five of Cups underneath that. There was a feeling of a lot of loss, seeing the glass sort of half empty that needs to kind of get, it's an illusion and it needs clearing, and that's going to bring things into balance with this Temperance card and a deeper recognition of like where real soul union lies. So I'm hearing the word hatred. So somebody here, I feel like this Divine Masculine experienced a lot of hatred that was very toxic in their youth. And it's still kind of haunting them to this day to some extent, which has been creating problems. But there you go. Star card is now on the bottom of my shuffle. There's healing, right? And oh my gosh, look at that. Four of Wands and Hierophant under that. So God is bringing in a lot of divine healing here and seeing things from a higher perspective to bring like real, true harmony and like to find the path of like that's going to be a truly harmonious union. Wow. Okay. So, and that could also relate to that. Well, I feel like that Four of Wands is speaking to this like happy home life as well, and enjoying like sweetness and celebration is going to be really healthy, especially for a Divine Masculine right now. So it's kind of turning into a bit of like a reading for Divine Masculine. And I know often Divine Feminines watch these more, but you could be watching this to get a deeper understanding of what's going on with a Divine Masculine counterpart. Sorry about my nose, it's like super itchy today. So let's hear a little bit more about, I want to hear a little bit more about this King of Swords, Four of Swords energy, about like what's this clarity that's coming in through this rest, through this meditation, that's going to be moving them forward. Okay, that's a lot, but we're going to take it. It's 5 cards. Okay, so the context on the bottom is the Five of Swords. There has been a lot of conflict, right? There's been a lot of competition. It's left them kind of confused, but that's this process of going in, I feel is like leading them onto a path of clarity and a new beginning about what they want. We've got Knight of Cups with the 10 of Cups, with the Empress, with the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So there's new love. Like Page of Cups is speaking to an energy of like new love, dating, just like letting go of burdens, finding like a level of innocence again. Knight of Pentacles is speaking to like finding your footing and kind of in a more grounded way, moving in the direction that you want to go, which is towards this, you know, it's towards this Empress and this happy family life, right? And a deeper romantic involvement with an Empress, right? With the true Empress to their Emperor. And I feel like where they've been at, like up until now, like they know they haven't fully found it yet. Otherwise they wouldn't be still in this Nine of Swords energy. They'd be at peace and, you know, in all happiness with this 10 of Cups energy, right? And they would be forming a family, right? It would be kind of natural to be forming and growing a family with this person and not have things be stagnant. I feel like this Emperor is just like getting deeper clarity on all these things right now. So through this period, through this rest. So what's coming towards this Divine Masculine? I'm just like, this is what Spirit's asked me to do, to just like focus in on the Divine Masculine for this reading. What's this Divine Masculine being guided to do? Wow. Okay, we're going to take one more. One more. We got the Seven of Swords with the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords. Wow. With Page of Pentacles on the bottom and Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. Wow. Yeah, so look at this. And Four of Cups. I feel like, honestly, there's somebody that this Emperor, this Divine Masculine, was dealing with in the past where he kind of rejected, he rejected a Divine Feminine, right? In some cases. Again, I said there's two storylines we have here, and they want to come in with a sort of apology, right? This is a complicated situation, I think, for a lot of people. I feel like they want to apologize for being lying, stealing, decepting in the past of their Divine Feminine, which I feel is represented in the past by this High Priestess card. I think they were like really kind of very confused and didn't feel solid or have grounding around her intuitive like skills and abilities. Maybe, I don't want to say they were necessarily threatened, but it was just something that they didn't feel entirely like grounded or secure within that energy. We'll just put it that way, okay? And they felt very stuck in their situation as well because of like I said, this old trauma that was causing them to like have a much more negative kind of mindset on things than how they really were. So it's just complicated because like I think in some cases this person is somebody who is somebody that like wants to like go from being a frog to a prince now, and is not necessarily somebody who's really actually ready to do that. Again, this like moving on. And in other cases, like I said, there's somebody who's transformed and who's doing what's needed to kind of like make the right choices and really is like fully growing up here. So I know that's like two totally different storylines. I put the cards back in the deck, and let's pull a couple of Avalon oracles to kind of get a little bit deeper into this message. Let's get a little bit deeper. Ooh, beautiful. We've got the Wealth card. So this could have to do, it's one of the most auspicious cards in this deck. It has to do with all different kinds of wealth, including like generational wealth, like a Ten of Pentacles energy, like family legacy. So it means that there is really, really good wealth coming into somebody's life. And the bottom we have the Raven, magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. So this could happen really unexpectedly and suddenly. And actually, it's so funny because earlier today, when I opened up my cupboard, I didn't have my like glasses or contact lenses on. Like one of my mugs, like, it's just like it was just like a plastic mug thing. But as I opened the door, it just fell out like and right into my hands. And then I don't know, it's like, it was a little unusual that the mug just fell out and I caught it, and it caught me a bit by surprise because I didn't even have my glasses on. And then as I put it back in, I noticed one of my other mugs, and the mug says on it, "Let life surprise you," right? So there's something here about the connection between that message and this message about something like really happy coming in to surprise you. So in order to receive it, you kind of just actually need to let go a little bit and not hold on to an idea of how that's going to manifest, and to just really be self-nurturing. And that's part of what's going to bring in something really unexpected that's really amazing here and abundant and like tangible, like actually tangible. Yeah, and see, just to confirm, because underneath that is the letting go card, right? Again, this is with my caution, like letting go. It's important to just let go right now of all preconceived notions. I love that. Let's get some psychic tarot on this. Let's get a little bit of psychic tarot. How beautiful. Fulfillment of wishes. Look at that, with spiritual union on the bottom. Yeah, and then underneath that we have like what's sort of like, it's called financial and material changes. It has to do with like financial losses. So there's something big healing around a spiritual union, and around that being a union that is going to bring healing to financial problems that you may have been having recently, and just like I said, overall legacy wealth. So this is like great. This is like God wants to assure that this is happening. But be smart, use your intuition. Don't bring anyone back from your past that you know you can't trust. Having said that, like, I don't even think you need to overly worry about it. I think your intuition is on point, because like as I was saying that, the positive movement forward card came out with rejoice and celebration on the bottom. So, and love begins. So there is, I feel like there is somebody, and again, light, the sun card. So there's a new, I feel like there is a new relationship forming here, and it's gonna come from a connection where like a divine masculine was not knowing how to, I feel, not knowing how to move forward, not knowing how to make the right decision because of their own, like, we'll just say trauma wounds and like other connections that were like manipulating them that they needed to let go of, right? And I feel like, you know, you don't have to worry about it. You just have to kind of let go and let it happen here, because I feel like there's something that's coming in that you're going to be about to celebrate. So you might as well just get into the energy of celebration, not knowing exactly, you know, how that's going to look, and be in that energy of just openness to receive something great, you know, like instead of like, if you're focused your energy too much in your consciousness towards specific storylines, if you're holding on to the past, if you're holding on to old grudges, if you're in negativity, or if you're in stress, or, you know, if you're in anything other than just that place of I'm ready to receive this blessing, then it's going to make it harder for the blessing to fully come in, right? So sometimes less is more. And I feel like, you know, it's kind of like just like, you know, law of attraction, like manifestation stuff. And sometimes that stuff is not always appropriate, but right now in this energy, it definitely is appropriate. Okay. So let's get an energy oracle to clarify. All right. What do you need to know? Patience with second chakra at the bottom. Again, like I was saying, there's a divine masculine here that's still completing a healing, right, from some old trauma binds, right, some old trauma wounds. So I feel like that's something that people, you know, should be aware of. Yeah, and see a man holding a heart right underneath that. So, and walking away. So there's definitely, for a group of like of the collective watching this, there is someone who does genuinely love you, who is contemplating a more serious, like long-term commitment with you, maybe marriage, maybe a family. But there is something or someone who's in their life that's like very like, we'll just say karmic, maybe also toxic for them, that they need to walk away from here, that they haven't been able to fully walk away from because of like this this sacral chakra trauma, all right, and which is why they still attracted somebody toxic into their life, because of what's happened previously in their life that hasn't been fully healed yet. So, But it's just that's just a strong confirmation of that message. And let's just get one more energy oracle. Let's get one more. Oh, wow, we got two. And one, so one is third chakra archangel Shamuel, which is all about healing your personal power, solar plexus. And look, fourth chakra archangel Raphael is on the bottom for healing the heart chakra, and then cornucopia. So a lot of healing. Yeah, and look at that, rest and rejuvenation underneath that. And again, the sun, we've been seeing a lot of suns on the underside of the deck. So like I said, there's a lot of like rest and healing going on, especially for this divine masculine. And it's leading to something amazing here, because we've got cornucopia, which is about like getting basically everything. It's getting the wealth, the relationship, the health, the family, like maybe even the fame, right? Because we have this center stage card that was at the bottom of my personal deck. Like I just feel like it's really is everything you could possibly want, and really coming into your power in a healthy way with the wealth card here. So it's just like it's quite a big blessing that's coming in as this completes itself. And it's like for a lot of you, all you're being asked to do here is to take care of yourself and be patient in a lot of respects. So I do feel drawn to pulling one more. Yeah, we're gonna pull one more energy oracle. Yeah, so the walking away card did finally come out with Healer of the Ages, right? So it just kind of takes us back to the beginning of like moving on and healing. Now for some divine feminine watching this, like, because we were talking about that toxic masculine potentially coming back through your past, that portion of the collective watching this, or if you're just still energetically bound to somebody like that's been holding you back from this movement forward with, you know, leading your life and taking center stage with whatever it is you're doing, including potentially being in the public eye. If you haven't already emotionally resolved that situation, I think you're going to get the clarity about that person and about their true intentions towards you this week or within the next few days. And I can say from my personal situation, like that's a process that I went through with a past karmic that I thought was a twin flame, and I have like crystal clarity on it now. And like, so I've already completed that process, and it's something I completely understand, but it's going to help you immensely to do that. And taking care, the more you take care of yourself, the easier it's going to be to do it and to close out, you know, the attachment to that person. The more that you are able to cut cords energetically with, you know, even with all, it's not really good to have cords with lovers. It's good to have true love, a true like sacred heart connection and deep, you know, love, reverence, care, and intimacy with a partner. But you don't really want to be corded to your partners. And I feel like the more you clear cords that you created with people because of like your past trauma wounds and trauma bonds, like the more you're just going to be like walking away into this like glorious you. So lots of healing happening on both sides for a divine masculine and divine feminine. I feel for most people watching this, like, yeah, I was going to say you're more watching this because of the divine masculine in the middle of the deck right there. There's that man holding a heart who's really getting clarity on like where he really wants to like put his energy in terms of a partner that he could see having a life with, a whole life with, and have like a family with and a happy family with. And doing the healing that's required to move on from any sort of toxic relationships that are preventing him from moving on to where he knows he can get possible, or just to, you know, which in many cases is you, right? Divine feminine. So yeah. So a pretty exciting reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to speak to you again very soon.